It is an impossibility. And already, he's going to try and get the punish
No
off.
way. Cancelling the ultimate just in time.
What absurd awareness from Buzz that is a play that could have come through.
And a hot Hansen to the back and an Anaswarm is a set play. Curveball as well. Buzz has been dealt with. 2 kills for Victor. The spray down in action.
Entrying. Such a simple concept, yet it seems like every time you get that insta-lock Jet or Reyna, they're either on the other side of the map or they're just straight up baiting you. So in today's video, I want to discuss what is entrying, how to entry, the benefit of good communication, and finally I'll break down the example that you saw at the beginning of this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off with what is the role of the entry. Now it's pretty self-explanatory. On the attacking side, if you are the entry agent, which if you're playing Duelist, you would and should be because their kit is best suited for it. It is your job to literally be the first onto site, causing as much chaos and creating as much space as possible. So in saying that, how do you entry? Crosshair breaks are an excellent way to throw your enemies off, as even a slight disruption can be the difference between winning and losing your duel. Things such as the Jet Dash, the Raze Satchel, or even the Yoru Teleport backside can force enemies to have to track or deal with you, no longer looking at the choke point, which allows your team to flood out less contested. If they don't deal with you straight away, it causes immense pressure around the space that you've taken, since they'll either have to focus on you or your team looking to flood out. Reyna's Leer is a great tool for breaking crosshair position when used correctly, throwing it up high or down low and then swinging. Neon Stun and Razor's Nade is fantastic for forcing people to move, and anyone that can self-flash like Yoru and Phoenix are always going to be good, punishing defenders for watching the choke or smoke. Another big part of the entry is creating space, which is something that overlaps a lot with the initiators. However, duelists have less or weaker tools to do so. Things such as a Jet Dash to clear corners, Raze Boombot and Nade, and even a Reyna Leer, if left unbroken, gives you a lot of free space within line of sight. Coordinating with your team allows you the safest passage onto site and sets your team up for the best opportunity to successfully take the site. It's important to remember that the entry, in a way, is quite a selfless role, especially in competitive queue. You're the one who will be targeted first and more than likely the first to die on your team. So in saying that, don't get too hung up on your KD ratio, but you do need to be mindful of what is happening and how the rounds progress. If you're entering, causing a lot of chaos and dying, but allowing your team onto site, trade you out, and thus they end up winning the round, then you're doing your job correctly. Conversely, if you're entering but you're out of sync with your team, or they get stuck and they're unable to capitalize on the space and chaos you've created and they can't trade you out, then yes, while you are entering, you are not entering well and you need to switch things up. Perhaps you're going too fast or too slow, making too much noise early on, or you're only 5-man rushing everything instead of defaulting. Being able to adjust to your team and your enemies will drastically improve your entry success. Back to the example that you saw at the beginning of the video, it's going to be an A execute through long with Marved initially ulting up into heaven and then hanging back, who will then come up through sewers late. The smokes for CT in heaven are about to come up, and Crashies uses his haunt to clear out top sewer, and Victor has jump peeked long, and importantly, they didn't see anyone. Keep in mind, they pretty much know Buzz is here because he contested Marv's ult, and if not, well, they have a free site. A fantastic Nano Swarm from FNS and Molly from Victor backside will either force players out to the right into the waiting crosshair of 3 members from Optic, or it'll force them out to the left, which is about to be sectioned off by Victor's wall, giving Optic control of the right hand side. As played, Stax and Buzz swing out towards Graffiti to try and aggressively take some space back, but there is a beautiful curveball above the wall to punish any defenders who wanted to try just that. Victor gets 2, A is theirs, and they're left in a 5v3, which eventually leads into a round, map, and series win for Optic. Finally, the most important thing you need to be a successful entry, or any role for that matter, is communication. If you're able to coordinate with your team, it will make your life as the entry a lot easier. Being able to ask for utility sets you up for the best possible results. If the chokes are smoked off and they're blind and they're lit up and you dash in and clean house, then it makes you look god tier. And at the end of the day, isn't that what you want as a duelist? Just remember to thank your teammates for the sick setups. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you'd like to see more content like this, please consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me. Until next time, see ya!